Hey everybody, I have another poem for you. It's a bit of an epic poem. Not as long as some epics, but long enough. Anyways, it is entitled Autumn's Dance. Autumn's Dance. Thoughts, thought, mind, thoughts. Thoughts spark in the mind. The storm in the mind, the idea. The new information of soul, conflict with the old, battle between old and new ideas, new paradigms. Warrior am I, and from the battle I emerge triumphant. Battle of mind, battle of physical, battle of emotions, battle of body. The conflict, the ideas, thoughts, between mind and soul, emotions and mind, body and emotions. New information enters, assimilate in the mind, the conflict, the ideas, thoughts. Create new connections, create in a new light, create a new fire, the spark of creativity. The imagination, inspired by soul, a new fire, sparks of creativity. I go, I work my job, I stay in the boring routine. The thoughts I think, the connections I make between two new ideas, to think, to be a leader who's gone through the storms of body, the storms of emotion, the storms of mind, the storms of soul. From my center I lead, from my center I teach, from my center I share, from my center I give. Warrior am I, and from the battle I emerge triumphant. I move from the physical plane to the soul. The path through my life, footsteps along the desert. I play my flute, music meeting others who come. Teach, lead, learn. The trilogy of these brought me to this point. Teach, lead, learn. Teach, lead, learn. On my physical path, battle stray thoughts to take me off my path, to get me lost in the dark matter realms of emotion, of chaotic mind. But soul shines its light on me, shines on the darkness of matter, calms the emotions, organizes thoughts. And the three comes to a point where soul at the pinnacle, and I slay those dark spots, convert dark to light. I have come. Warrior am I, and from the battle I emerge triumphant. Orion looks down onto the plane of mind and sees the warrior's light through the darkness of matter, with its sword purified by creation's fire. Physical, calm, emotion, organized mind. Tips of soul's light brings the light into the darkness, shining with other lights, backdrop of stars. Warrior am I, and from the battle I emerge triumphant. Warrior am I, and from the battle I emerge triumphant. From the seed I grow through the physical into the emotions of light, sprouting my buds of hope in the mind, the light of the soul, feeding the seed. My petals collect the soul's light, I grow and become who? I've become a flower on the landscape of mind, a thing of beauty, showing my light, howling my truth at the full moon, my truth brought down from soul, where my light does shine. Hope you all like that poem entitled Autumn's Dance. Thank you. Art teaches nothing except the significance of life. Henry Miller. Hey everybody, I am here to tell you about a book, Eternal Words. What is Eternal Words? Eternal Words is a story of one man's journey to save his wife's life. But to do this, Joe must regain knowledge from past lives and battle Philo and his band of dark entities called the Dark Brothers. This journey takes Joe from the smallest life form to the largest, where Joe learns more than he could have ever imagined. You can find Eternal Words by J.J. Dewey at Amazon.com or J.J. Dewey's website at freeread.com. That's FREEREAD.com. Hey everybody! Check out the Association of Poetry Podcasting at poetrypodcasting.org, where all the best poetry on the net is. And these are some of the podcasts that you can find over at poetrypodcasting.org. Hey everybody, I have another series of poems, and this series of poems is, they're about our potential as human beings and even something higher purpose. So I hope you enjoy them. God, one of us. What if God was one of us, just a stranger in the darkness, trying to make his way home? The theme of a sci-fi series, Joan of Arcadia, brings us to a point of higher thought. Billions of people on Earth, billions of stars in the night sky. We each take a seat and light the darkness around. What is humanity's purpose? What is God's purpose? Living in the creative energy, playing with our blocks. Strangers with different faces, names, purposes, histories, futures. Occasionally we bring others into our worlds. Is it out of loneliness or some other need? Another attractive force that connects us in the darkness. What if God was one of us, just a stranger in the darkness, trying to make his way home? But where is home? A place to hang our hats in this universe, living in creation's womb? Many faces we see on TV, at work, in play. But who are we? Who am I? Who's God? What if God was one of us, just a stranger in the darkness, trying to make his way home? My next poem is entitled Dancing Around the Void. Dancing around the void. I dance around the void of the healing, creative source, one with the Great Spirit and Raven as my guide. In the magic of life, courier to a world who forgets the magic of the magician within. Learn of the energies. I fly among the rhythms. With Raven at my side, we bring new ideas. Of the people in need who dance the slow dance of a time past. As the waves in the sea, creation's energy moves to and fro around eddies and new ideas. Spiritual computing. This poem is still being worked upon, so it may come out again in a new format. But here is what I have for this. Spiritual computing. I sit in my spiritual room, small in comparison to others. But in that room, all knowledge and wisdom are available to me, a comfortable chair, a magical TV, where I tune to any vibration. Beyond any computer from the physical realm, a spiritual TV. On that magical TV, any question thought is answered. Any thought is manifested. The erector set of spirit, of soul, building blocks of creation. On that magical TV, all stories, all poems are stored in infinity's cycle. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. I recreate and impart the creations from the magical TV into the physical realm with words and thoughts added to collective consciousness. The one human spirit which flows through all, knowledge and construction, brings its wisdom, creation upon creation in life's grand scheme. I look into my magical TV, ask the question, why would a soul incarnate only as male or as female? And wait for the answer. It takes three to create: physical, emotional, mental. Emotional, mental, spirit, soul. My magical TV works like distributive computing. Distributive computing like many thoughts, atoms working together, connecting in new ways. My poems take on a whole new appearance in the spiritual soul realms. Light, music, sound, colors. You've got your female into my male, and you've got your male into my female. The recessed buttercups of the universe. It's quite a different poem. Hope you enjoyed it. And now I end this series about our potential with children of creation. children of creation. We have the sight of the Creator. We have the ears of the Creator. We have the words of the Creator. We have the strength of the Creator. We have the love of the Creator. We have the imagination of the Creator. Our eyes see truth. Our mouth speaks truth. Our ears hear truth. Our arms do truth, and so our legs. Our mind thinks truth. Our heart radiates truth. We live in the garden of earth. We create heaven or hell. We work, play, sleep with the gifts of earth. We are connected to all nature, all earth, to all humans, to all life, to the whole universe, aka God. So I hope you enjoyed these past 4 poems about our potential, and the more you listen to them and meditate upon them, you'll see what our potential is. So I hope you all enjoy, and remember your potential, and stay creative in the magic of life. Thank you for listening. Hey everybody, I am here to tell you about a book, Eternal Words. What is Eternal Words? Eternal Words is a story of one man's journey to save his wife's life. But to do this, Joe must regain knowledge from past lives and battle Philo and his band of dark entities called the Dark Brothers. This journey takes Joe from the smallest life form to the largest, where Joe learns more than he could have ever imagined. You can find Eternal Words by J.J. Dewey at Amazon.com or J.J. Dewey's website at freeread.com. That's FREEREAD.com. Hey everybody! Check out the Association of Poetry Podcasting at poetrypodcasting.org, where all the best poetry on the net is. And these are some of the podcasts that you can find over at poetrypodcasting.org. Hey everybody, I am trying something different here. I have a webcam. I have a couple video cameras anyways. But sometimes you just want to, connect a small camera and just do something on the fly here. And I always like to try new things. I do have another webcam, which I am probably going to try. And for today's video, I have a poem, and I'm going to talk about the poem afterwards. Title of the poem is Rain's Dance. I sit on my porch late at night, listening to rain dance on leaves, streets, and puddles, the rhythmic sounds, the harmony of Earth Mother's truth. I close my eyes and travel the fields of time. I remember the year's start, the plans made, the reality experienced in this current cycle. The hopes, fears, and dreams, tiny decisions daily, dance among creation's scope, change, beauty, harmony. Touch me on many levels. One leaf in the forest experiences my share of harmony's truth. I sit on my porch late at night, listening to rain dance and share life's beauty, harmony. And now, I wrote this poem in the first person, and I wrote it for a reason in first person, because when I read it, I'm talking about my experience. But when somebody else reads it, using the I, it's no longer my experience, but it also becomes their experience, or a shared experience. And also the title of the poem, Rain's Dance, in the poem, I'm like one little drop amongst all the other drops falling in harmony with each other. And so while I'm experiencing my own dropness, the one drop amongst the many, other people are also experiencing their dropness in the amongst the rain as a whole. And the other thing too, I'm rain. One drop, I'm part of rain. Another drop is also part of rain. Many, many, many drops are part of rain. And that's also poetically how I believe the human race is. Each human is a part of the Creator. And for that matter, you can, because if you think the Creator is a whole, then each blade of grass, each animal, aliens on other planets, humanoids on other planets, animals on other planets, minerals on other planets, in the whole universe, all comprise this one entity, this universe. And we call this universe God. And that's kind of like the metaphor of the rain's dance. The rain's dance is a metaphor of life, life's dance, which I think I wrote a poem about a while back, Life's Dance. This is another poem about the same thing, written differently, that also proves that each of us raindrops, we can experience the same things, come up with the same things, and write different poems about the same things using different words. But the basis is the same. um, the base principle, the base knowledge, the basic truth is the same. And you know, when you um, read other poems or songs that are in first person, think about, you know, the I being yourself and experiencing that and just see where it takes you. And it'll probably open the door to more learning. So that's the thing about the poem. So the poem and you know, the poem, the subject of the poem, it's all the same things. You know, the way I wrote it, the words of the poem, and you know, it's like metaphors upon metaphors upon metaphors. It's really a fun poem, and hope you guys have fun with it as well. And experience the I, you know, sign language I. Experience the I in life, in other poems, in other poems, in other songs, in other stories, and see if we can have a collective experience or a collective understanding, and maybe learn something in the process. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week. Stay creative in the magic of life. Have a good day. Bye.